Sport now for the west of the region, and Cornwall's top rally duo notched up another success at the weekend. Tim Ferriss and Martin Gardner from Truro clinched the British National Championship for the second year running, with victory at the Woodpecker Stages rally in Shropshire. Despite one or two mishaps in their Peugeot 106, Tim and Martin won their class by more than 3 minutes and will now begin preparations for the Network Q RAC rally in November.
Tim Ferriss and Martin Gardner from Truro are one of several West Country entries in the Network Q RAC rally, which starts in Chester on Sunday morning. It covers nearly 1,500 miles and finishes back in Chester next Wednesday. It's one of the toughest events in the World Rally Championship. Well, Tim and Martin have had a slightly easier journey to our studio in their Peugeot 106 today. Top speed of 110 miles an hour, perhaps reliability and acceleration more important. Tim, looking forward to the rally?
Very much so, yes. It's been a long time planning this, and I've been wanting to do it ever since we started rallying, so yes, very much so.
What is the thrill of the RAC rally?
It's competing against the other top people there, and it's just such a long, gruelling event. It's something that people all over the world come to do.
Now, Martin, as navigator, tell us about your particular problems.
I think the problems we're going to have is we haven't done any night rallying for a very long time. We're used to using maps for navigating through the forest, whereas we're going to be using pace notes now. And so the two combined, I think it's going to make it rather interesting.
Describe to us what it's like trying to read those notes when you're going at the speeds and going around corners like you'll be.
It's very difficult because obviously you've got to keep your eyes on the notes as well as keep your eyes on the track, and it's very bumpy, so it's a matter of combining it all together and giving Tim the right information, hopefully, which I'll do.
Now, Tim, how can you hope to compete with some of the world stars, their works cars, when you've put this together with just limited resources, really?
Well, we're out, really, it's down to our class. We're out to do well in our class. It's lovely to be out competing with these people, but obviously they're in a different league to us, really.
Quite a few crews from this part of the world taking part. Is there a sort of unofficial West Country challenge going on?
Well, absolutely. We've been racing against the Navy in the Peugeot 106 all year, so yes, we're hoping to beat them this year.
And you've done a fair bit of rallying locally, haven't you?
Yes, we have. We've done the championship throughout the country, actually, this year, and we've won our class, so yes, it's been a good year. Martin,
finally, what's your realistic aim? Is it really just to finish the course?
The aim is obviously to finish, but we would really like to win the 1300 class. That would be nice. That would be a great finish.
Well, we wish you both the very best of luck. Thanks for joining us tonight. Setting off for Chesterden and the start of the RAC rally on Sunday. 1,500 miles ahead of them. The very best of luck to Martin and Tim, and of course the rest of the West Country crews. There they go. We'll be following their progress, of course. West Country Live next week. More sport for you tomorrow night at the same time.
Good evening. Cornish rally drivers Tim Ferriss and Martin Gardner are celebrating tonight after winning their class in the prestigious Network Q RAC rally. They finished a massive 20 minutes ahead of their nearest rivals in their Peugeot 106 rally to take 58th place overall. For once, the event was dominated by British drivers, with Scotland's Colin McRae taking first place overall and clinching the World Championship in the process. And there were some impressive performances from the West Country contingent, with Max Harvey from Yarmpton partnering former winner Roger Clark to 36th place overall, and Callington's Phil Cottam, who was competing for the 7th time alongside Graham Presswell, produced his best finish to take 42nd place, while Rory McNeil and Paul Johns from Dartmouth finished 82nd overall.
The Network Q RAC event over the last few days. Two of the West Country's top rally stars have already begun planning for next year's race. Driving this Peugeot 106, Truro's Tim Ferriss and Martin Gardner won their class by a massive 20 minutes and finished a superb 58th overall. It was the first time they'd taken part in the rally, and after doing so well alongside the works cars and world-class competitors, they can't wait to have another go.
Oh, the sensation is great. I mean, the speed is just terrific, and well, I just loved every minute of it. It was fantastic. We have a service vehicle and two management vehicles which followed us around. They also have quite a large route which they have to follow, and if it wasn't for the service crew, I don't think we would have been at the finish.
Do you not fancy a step up in class or a different challenge for next year?
Some ways, yes, I would like to step up, but to be quite honest, I frighten myself enough with the car I've got now. It's plenty quick enough, and it's a bit like the David and Goliath. It's nice in a small car to beat some of the bigger and more powerful cars.
Although there were one or two nerve-wracking moments on their 1,500-mile journey, the Cornish duo stayed clear of any major setbacks. Colin McRae's dramatic victory has given the sport a major boost in this country, and with the prospect of more sponsorship money, the Cornish fly